Shout Sport with Richard Head.
So, G, it's the first time Leeds United have visited Old Trafford since the emphatic 1-0 win back on January 3rd. Remember the date? We beat the team we beep and hate, which was in 2010. The game is finally here. How are you feeling? I'm alright, Rich, mate. Obviously, it's a big occasion, War at Roses and that, and of course, War of the Uniteds. How do you think you'll cope today? Well, they've got some amazing talent in the side, haven't they? Let's not, sugarcoat it. But I think we can match them if we play our game, and stick to it. Apparently, G, you've caused a stir, most notably with Wayne Rooney. You've been rumoured to have been sexting his missus. Can you shed some light on it? What are you on about? Colleen? Oh, I know what you mean. I bet you mean Edith, don't you? Nah, she's just a crazy old bird that somehow got my number from one of my mates. Told her I wasn't interested. Got a lass already. We're happy. Got a baby on the way, so why on earth would I jeopardise that? Okay, G. Cheers for your time. No problem. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GWFM, playing obviously as Leeds United, and we're in the Premier League. We got promoted last season, making amends for his playoff loss the season before, and we've had a bright start, and we see ourselves at the moment in 4th place. Now, before we say anything else, let's get into some highlights and see how we've been getting on. So obviously last time when you joined us, we beat Liverpool 2-0 and then lost to Stoke 2-0 as well. We followed that up with a 4-1 win against Middlesbrough with Pereira, Dembele getting a goal from the penalty spot, Mowat and an own goal from Keane with the Jordan Rose goal on between. He always seems to score past us anyway, but a lot of domination there from us and very good value for the win. We then followed that result up with a disappointing 3-3 draw, it has to be said. Bear in mind we were 2-0 down and we pulled it back to 2-2 and then went 3-2 in front, thanks to Dallas, Dembele and Clough respectively. Danny Ings was just like playing like Danny Ings-Iniesta, apart from it was scoring goals instead of creating goals. And we were very good value to get in front. We'd had twice as many chances, and then we had the sucker punch right at the end, thanks to Gylfi Sigurdsson, who is a quality player, to be fair. So I wasn't too surprised for him to see him score, but disappointing on the whole. And then following that, we had an even more disappointing 2-1 loss at home to Everton, where we got well and truly FM'd. If you look at those chances below, we had nearly 4 times more chances. We had 7 shots on target, only scoring 1 thanks to Moussa Dembele. But Lukaku and Bernardeschi getting the goals to put us to the sword. I mean, they were just far more clinical. We had a hell of a lot more possession, but it just wasn't to be. I rested quite a few players as well, ready for this game coming up, obviously against Man United. A couple of players picked up yellow cards, which means they are going to miss the big game against Manchester United, which is a bit of a shame. But all that leaves us in 4th position, which is a very good place to be. We've got 24 points already. The magic number probably is 40, so we only need to win another 6 games. And for me, we're safe from relegation, which is the primary goal. That was the task set at the beginning of the season. If you look across at the player stats, Moussa Dembele has got 12 goals in 12 games. That's very good value to be top of the goal scoring charts. Sergio Aguero's got other ideas. He's got 23 goals already in 12 games, so it's just something crazy. I mean, I don't know if you've seen their team. Let's just have a look at their team here. Some of the players that they've got now. Let's have a look. They've got Diego Costa that paid like 50-odd million for. We've got Bacon Sane, otherwise known as Leroy Sane, who's now developing into a very good winger. What else have they got here? They've got Ousmane Dembele, Ricardo Rodriguez, a very good left back, probably arguably one of the best in the game to start off with. And the whole team's just full of superstars at the minute, isn't it, really? Look at that, Isco on the bench as well. So yeah, they're going to take some stopping this season, it has to be said, and it's showing because they've only lost 1 game all season. It was 1-0 to Arsenal, who were second, and to be honest with you, I think they're probably one of the only teams that are going to be able to beat them this season. So not expecting anything from that point of view. Other news though, we've got Aston Villa, what am I on about? It's assists, we're topping assist charts thanks to Jordan Larson, who's had a very good start to the season. From that point of view, And overall, if you just look at our goal difference, we've got 31 goals, only bettered by Manchester City. And we've only conceded 15, which at this level I don't think is that bad if you look at some of the teams down at the bottom of into 30s and late 20s. So I can't be happy with our start. It has to be said. So today's opponents are, of course, Manchester United, who still have Jose Mourinho in charge. I mean, we've had a lot of ding-dong battles over the past, with Manchester United, getting the better of us most of the times. But most recent victory for Leeds, of course, was that FA Cup game when Leeds were in League One, and Jermaine Beckford scored, getting on the end of that long-range house and pass past the most overrated defender known to all mankind, Wes Brown, and knocking it past Thomas Kuszczak, I believe it was, in the Manchester United goal at the Theatre of Nightmares, which is where we're heading today. And of course, like I said just a moment ago, we've got Jose Mourinho in charge. Obviously, a world-class manager. No matter what you say, he's very arrogant, but he backs it up, and that's all there is to be said about him. The captain is Wanarune, who was actually on the transfer list, because you know what that was, an impression of Sven-Goran Eriksson when he couldn't stop wanking over him, to put it politely. That's the politest I can put it. Still a very good player. His physical's obviously a bit naff, and the fact that it's on the transfer list suggests that he's probably not going to play. The vice-captain, of course, is Zlatan Ibrahimovic at 37 years old. Again, still classed as a world-class striker, but his physicals are starting to decline in the sense of his pace and acceleration, which, never were the best anyway, but his agility and stamina is dropping as well. But everything else, just absolutely unreal. And I would guess he's probably going to start, if not come off the bench. It looks like at the bottom that he's been more of a rotation option, it looks like, but I still expect him to have a big impact in this game. The key player, of course, is David De Gea. World-class goalkeeper, of course. When he first came to England, he was a bit weak, a bit feeble, but he's grown massively in stature, and he's obviously become one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and obviously Real Madrid keep sniffing around him. I don't think it'll be too much longer before he goes, if I'm being completely honest. A lot of Manchester United fans probably will not be happy with me, like Sabu, Toby, and Fry Badger, just to name a few, who are Manchester United fans, and they obviously do want to keep David De Gea at Man United, but I would imagine he's probably going to be on his way out, I think, within the next year or two, I reckon, by the latest. But looking at the league, aside from a Liverpool defeat 4-1 and Man City 2-0, as well as a Tottenham 3-2, they've done alright recently in the league. It's a Champions League that seemed to be faltering a little bit in the last 3 Champions League games, but it's a Premier League at the minute, and they're going to be focused on this game. It's the War of the Roses, isn't it? It's the white rose versus the red rose. They are at the Theatre of Nightmares. It's a big game, beginning of December. It's going to be a cold afternoon in Manchester, so there's going to be loads of fans coming, treating it like an away game, because there's not many Manchester United fans, if any at all, that actually live in Manchester, so there is that. So getting into our team selection then, and obviously it's a little bit weakened by the fact we've got a couple of players suspended, most notably Nguene and Manquillo. So we're going to go with Bentley in goal, with Faraone at right back, with Angelino at left back, with Bartley and Big Ken, the centre back pairing. We've got Brigcut and Harry Arter in the middle of the park, with Mowat on the left, Pereira on the right, with Clough and Dembele up top. Reason I picked Mowat is because he's a local lad. I think he might be a little bit more up for this game, with it being a derby, if you like. It's not a local derby or anything like that, but it's just that rivalry that we've got. It's a very familiar backline from last season, the Championship one, with Big Ken and Bartley as well, so it's be interesting to see how they fare in this game. Today's game is brought to you live from Old Trafford. It's Manchester United FC against Leeds United FC. So obviously it's a massive game. We are away from home, we are the outsiders, despite us doing quite well in the league, but I've just gone with, I know we're the underdogs, but let's go on and give our fans a performance to be proud of, basically, because at the end of the day, we're not expecting anything. We are at the Theatre of Nightmares, as mentioned, but I think we've got a fairly strong team out. Whether it's going to end up being that way, whether we end up coming out on top, remains to be seen, because they've got some very good players, it has to be said. I've just followed that up with some calm faith. So come on, boys. Let's beat these scum bastards. Come on. Dislikes inbound. Right, so it's a very big game. One I've been looking forward to. It's the one that you look forward to most, I think, when you go up like on Football Manager. You always look, where's the Man United game? And hopefully we're going to do our fans proud. But you know, you better see some of the players on the team list. Dembele picks up the loose ball. That's a very bad tackle from Pogba. Is that going to be a red? It's been all Manchester United so far. Being that 10 men would help significantly, and it has. He's off. Paul Pogba. The erratic animal that he is. Right, there's a chance just before half-time. Angelino. Arta's found big cut. Now it's Pereira. Has a shot to get here with a nice diving save to his right. It's a great chance for us, but a first chance. Right, so in light of Manchester United going out of 10 men, I'm going to say keep going out there. You can still win today. I think we've got a really good chance of winning with the fact that Pogba's been sent off. Come on, boys. And not really that many people reacted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to calmly say to Angelino, I need him to calm down. That little tip I got told before, I'm hoping it's going to come in on the clutch. Yeah, I'm just going to tell him I've got faith again. Try and get the motivation up and belief, and hopefully we can do something now, because the front four have been absolutely shocking, has to be said, but they've probably not really been in the game. But I have got faith in them now. Against 10 men, we have to be able to do something and, get our first league win at Old Trafford. I thought I was going to say not with passes like that in God knows how many years, but Arta has it. Is this an early opportunity? Clough plays it wide to Angelino, gets it under control, plays it infield to Arta. Have a go, son. No, Pereira gets tackled. That's probably going to be the end of the highlight. Or not. Big Ken. Yeah. Right, corner for Leeds. Mowat swings it in. De Gea claims though with ease. Still gutted about Vieira going, it really annoyed me did that. Hopefully I'll be able to buy him back at some point, because he's, obviously he's one of the better prospects this season. As Marshall comes in, it's been forced wide, it's great defending, and he dives to the floor following Big Ken's challenge. Now can we launch a counter? Oh, whoa, bloody hell. Steady on, Marshall. They're going to get the same result as Pogba. Oh, that's shocking midfield play. Mkhitaryan tries to find Ibra, but Bartley is there and just stands there and lets him take it off him. I'm glad Bentley saved it, because I was about to lose my shit there, because that was the biggest game of the season probably so far, and that happens. Mkhitaryan with the cross from the corner, plays it back in. It's got to Nainggolan. It's a great save, and Angelino. It's all happening. It's like Pinball Wizard. Right, Mo with a free kick. Strikes it straight into the face of Ander Herrera, I want to say it was. We're not playing well, even despite being up against 10 men. Faraoni chips it forward. It's a loose ball, and big Virgil van Dijk cleans it up. Right, Pereira squares it to Arta. First time ball to Clough. Played out wide to Faraoni. It's a great ball. Arta's found by him. It's a shot from distance, and De Gea with a dive into his right save. Fantastic save, to be fair, and Faraoni will come across and take this corner. Whips it in, it's headed away by Martial of all people. Clough finds Big Ken. You don't exactly want him to be your most attacking outlet there, but never mind. Right, free kick to be taken from Mowat. Strikes it well, but De Gea claims it. And at least we're getting a few chances, but it's a bit of a pain that we're against 10 men and we're not actually dominating. I mean, we're matching them for possession now. But now it's Manchester United with the highlight. It's Mkhitaryan. Nainggolan plays it through for Ibra, who's apparently the fastest player on the pitch, and scores! 10 men, Man United, and the fastest player in the world, Ibrahimovic. Even in his prime, he wasn't that fast, but yeah, apparently he's got the pace to get him behind. Two centre-backs that were far quicker. And obviously, you need a big game player. Big game players stand up. Ibrahimovic is a big game player. Right, can we hit back? It's another highlight this time with us. Mowat finds Angelino with a great ball. Can he whip it in? He does it, but it's pushed out by De Gea for a corner. Probably a nothing highlight this, but this is very poor. It's played in, headed away. Big Virgil will get there. Never mind. Right, so I'm making two changes. Dallas is coming on for Moa, who's been incredibly poor, to be honest with you, and then Jordan Larson's coming on for Clough, who's been equally as poor. So hopefully they can make a change in our fortunes anyway, because yeah, it's a bit shit in it really. Right, just wanting to show some passion, see what happens. Probably result in a yellow card for one of his fullbacks. We're both booked at the minute. Arter's coming forward and finds Dallas, who's come on obviously recently. Larson. Bloody hell with that! Right, another chance for Leeds. Pereira with the corner, whips it in. Memphis heads away. Pereira retrieves it and finds Faraoni. Furthest man back, Bartley now. Can we start again? Arter finds Larson. Larson tries to feed it through. Dembele has it! Oh, De Gea! Dave the save! That was a golden opportunity. Pereira whips in the corner. De Gea claims again, even though I felt that ball could have gone through about 4 bodies. Final change, and I'm bringing on Lucas Pires on for Pereira, he's had an off game, hasn't he? He's actually described as a wonder kid, is Pereira. You know, I didn't realise he was one, but yeah, it just changed when he had a bit of an increase in attributes. So we're into the last 5 minutes or so at the Theatre of Nightmares, and it is a bit of a nightmare for us at the minute, because apparently I'm going to have nightmares about Ibra and his pace. It's just ridiculous. He got pace 6 or something. What was it? Oh no, it was 9. Even so, still slower than everyone else. But here is Ibra again. Great challenge from Arter. Looks like it could have been a foul. It looks a little bit high, but you know, if we can't win, we need to at least leave his mark on them. Here comes Dallas. Outside him is Angelina with the overlapping run. He whips it in. Larson with a neat little header near post, but De Gea saves it once again. We've slightly edged the possession, but it's not going to come to anything now. Shaw has a throw. Finds Herrera, who's trying to get away from Brick. Brick could just win it now. Dallas hits a first-time ball to Dembele. He's running on the right side now. Gets away from one man. Chips across to Larson! Oh, what a save from De Gea! He can't be beaten. What I gotta do to score a goal? Another corner. And we've had 9 corners in this game. Get a quid on 10 corners for Leeds. It's cleared away. Larson heads it back in. Virgil van Dijk heads it back out to Larson. Larson, who's like 5'9", winning headers. What the hell? Pison squares it towards Angelina, but Danilo is there and finds Ibra. Tries to find Ibra. Bartley should win that in the air, but heads it straight to Nainggolan. Former Roma man, of course. Described as a world-class centre midfielder as well, something like that. Oh, come on, boys. Is this it? This last chance. Dallas finds Angelino. There's 90 seconds remaining. Virgil van Dijk heads away. Brick cut now. Oh, smashes it over the bar when he had so many better options. What a shame this is. 10 men. Bood's going to be rubbing his hands like this. He's going, ha ha, you shit bastards. Now, next time, Ellen Road will have you. To hear time wasting. That's what you've had to resort to. Time wasting against the mighty Whites. Nainggolan squares it to Ander Herrera's got a bit of space. Finds Memphis. There's one last twist in this game. Ibra back to Herrera again. Mkhitaryan. Ibrahimovic. They just pass it around us now. They're all laying. But it's giving it away. And then Arter chooses to go backwards. Why? It's a great ball over the top though. Dallas. Oh, Smalling man. Dived in last week. That should have been a corner. Clearly went. Down the line it goes to Nainggolan. Infield to Ander Herrera. Memphis, just win the ball and punt it. That's it, Faraoni. Come on now. How many times have we conceded in the last couple of seconds? Come on, Dembele. Get it into the box. It's early ball, Angelino. Come on, whip it in. No, that's it. Oh! It's a tough one to take, is that? Tough one. They were unlucky, but we were against 10 men, which I don't know whether... Well, what I've got to do, just because of balance of the fact that we were massive underdogs at the start of the game, I've got to say one of these two, unlucky or you give it your best effort, and they did, to be fair. I've got to keep morale up. We've had a couple of poor results recently. I can't lay into them. They were against one of the best teams in the league, as much as it pains me to say that. Yeah, onwards and upwards as it were. So that result does see us drop to 5th, thanks to Stoke beating West Ham. Is this going to be a start of a downward spiral? Hopefully not. We've had a great start. Hopefully we can like recover that form and hopefully just get enough points to get safety first and build on that. I've not got any high expectations. You know, maybe a little bit when I had the first couple of games. I thought, oh, hey, I hope we can get Champions League here. But I've had a few humbling defeats recently, so let's have a look and see who we're going to be playing in the next game, in the next live con. Sorry. So I think I'm going to be a fool, and I'm going to choose the other side of Manchester, which is Man City. We are at home. They're a team that have only lost one game all season and won all the rest, and they've scored a hell of a lot of goals. Got 2 games in between, in basically Crystal Palace and West Brom. Let's see where we are there, and you know, it's either that or Arsenal. But the reason for not doing Arsenal is we've got Arsenal last game of the season, so it's probably going to be Arsenal in the last game of this season anyway. So yeah, hopefully you can join us for that. So all the boys in the community who are Man United fans are going to be loving this result, beating Leeds United on a Leeds United channel. So yeah, they're going to be laughing at us, and I can't wait for it. Yeah. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button? If you're new, why not press that subscribe button? You know, keep up to date with all the ongoings with this series, and maybe a few other things in the future. But yeah, hopefully you will join us for the next one, which is going to be the Manchester City game at Ellen Road. And until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.